Good morning and happy Friday. We have made it to the weekend. If you are looking forward to spending time with your family this weekend, perhaps that means your pets. We are too at our house. Our dog Maddie gets a little bit lonely when we're away during the week, and Saturday mornings bring kind of a special bonding time for us. Of late on the show, the last several weeks, we've had the fun of checking in with Lisa Waggoner at Cold Nose College, who knows firsthand how important it is to bond with your pets. She has her new puppy Keaton, and she's been giving us some kind of pointers and raising a happy and thriving dog. So good to see you this morning again, Lisa.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
So we've not been alone really in this conversation. Ashlyn, who works with us here on 3+U, also has a new puppy named Bebop, and so it's been a perfect way for us to kind of pick your brain and get some pointers, right?
Exactly, and it's really fun. Bebop and Keaton are about the same age, so they're moving through the same developmental periods at the same time.
So it's funny, you and I are talking this morning, and I know that off camera, Keaton is kind of lounging around, but he's kind of hit his teenage stage, I guess. He wants a little distance from you this morning.
So, while we were talking, he got really busy. He was chewing on some things, so I gave him a stuffed Kong. It's a product that, a toy, if you will, by the Kong company that I can stuff with cheese. Mm-hmm. And so he can lick that cheese out and then chew on that rubber toy. He's teething right now. So it's an enrichment tool that uses his brain to, get that food, figure out how to get that food out, and then also be able to chew the rubber, which helps his teething, because his adult teeth are popping through his gums right now.
Well, okay, so a few weeks ago, you were talking about kind of some great ways to start getting your dog trained and listening to you. And so you told Ashlyn about some tips she could do, exercises with Bebop. And one of the ones that she struggled with was getting him to be comfortable outside off the leash. Clearly, she is okay now. This is video we're seeing of her loving to play safely, I guess, in her backyard.
That is so wonderful. I love it when a dog begins to gain confidence, because until the dog is emotionally and physically safe, feeling emotionally safe outside, they can't learn. None of us can learn when we're stressed. So now that Bebop is comfortable outside, the wonderful training that Ashlyn's been doing inside can now be taken outside, and she can continue to progress and train outdoors.
You know what you're doing. You and Brad do this with people all over the world, your husband, training people. But when you are the new dog owner, I guess it would be easy to feel defeat. So I think it's impressive that Ashlyn didn't give up and that you encouraged her in how to maintain it until Bebop was ready.
Exactly, and that's what's important, is helping, dog guardians understand that dogs learn like we do. If we're stressed or uncomfortable in a learning environment, we can't learn. So it's take a few steps back, try to figure out what the issue is, tackle that issue, and then you can proceed. Okay,
so with Keaton, obviously you're doing this on a regular basis. He is 18 weeks old, is that right?
Yes, he'll be 19 tomorrow. Well, actually, it's Friday already, so he's 19 weeks today.
Happy birthday. Okay, so one of the things that you've been working on with him was getting him comfortable going kind of long distances, but still on a leash or off the leash?
Always on a leash first. So I'm always going to start with inside off leash, out of doors on a 6-foot leash, and gain success there before you then move to a longer line. So a 15, 20, 30-foot line. What is that leash for? What is that long line for? It's to prevent the unwanted behavior, the dog running off, so that we can train what we want. So after I use a 6-foot leash, I progress to the long line, and then when I'm getting check-ins regularly from him on that 20, 30-foot long line, then I can do some off-leash check-ins. So I've been doing off-leash check-ins with him.
Okay, so in watching it, it looks like what your purpose here is to give him what feels like some freedom and distance from you, but training him to come back to you when you call him. Is that right?
So I'm really only training him right now to check in. Like when he moves away from me, I want him to periodically look back, like where did she go? And so I'm marking at the moment that he looks back. He does come to me because he knows when that marker signal means he's going to get food. but I'm really reinforcing the fact that he chose to look at me from a long distance away.
Okay, you like to use that phrase, you like to use the word reinforce, and you like to empower the dog by saying he chose to look back.
Absolutely, absolutely. I'm not making him do anything. The fact that I'm reinforcing him for giving me, offering attention to me, reinforcement means that behavior is going to get stronger and it's going to happen again.
Okay.
So, yeah.
We've got about 3.5-ish minutes, so I think we also have video of him then once he's off the leash. Is that right?
So we have some video of him off the leash checking in, and then I have some off leash example of him recalling to me. So he will come to me from his recall cue from quite a distance away right now in our safely enclosed pasture because of all these techniques I've been implementing.
I'm going to try to be quiet and see if I can hear it.
Keaton, come.
And I'm not sure which video you're showing. One of those is just the check-in game.
Yeah, this is you on a beautiful rolling hill, and he's
yeah,
and he's way on the other side. And look at him come to you, Lisa. I mean,
reinforcement is powerful.
What did you say?
I said reinforcement is powerful.
So, but you couldn't have done that if he did not know and trust that when he came to you, he was going to get that treat. I mean, is that kind of his motivator in the beginning?
So, certainly the food is a primary resource for a dog, a primary reinforcer. So he knows from my marker signal, which I use in the pasture, a yes. Yes, he knows that yes means you did something right and you're going to earn food for that, reinforcement for that. So because I marked his looking at me and said yes, then he knew, oh my gosh, I'm going to get my paycheck. So he scurries to me to get that paycheck, which is a yummy piece of food.
I would think too that just like children want the security of knowing that that the parents are there, the pets really feel comfortable knowing that the owner is in charge and reliable, don't they?
And yes, we're predictable. That's what we want to be. We want to be predictable to the dog. And because of the work we've done together with reinforcing behaviors that we like, we develop a strong bond. What do you want to do with someone that you like? You like hanging out with them. You like spending time with them. Right. So I love nothing more than my dog wanting to be near me. It's like, wow, isn't that great? I want to be near him. He wants to be near me. I can give him the freedom to be away from me a little bit in a safe place, and yet he'll still offer a check-in and choose to come back to me and look at me because I've reinforced that behavior previously.
I have less than a minute, so let me just tell me if this is true. It's one thing to do this for a puppy, but if someone's watching and they have an older dog, that dog too can learn?
Absolutely. The best time to start training is now. Old dogs can learn new tricks. One of our most amazing success stories was a dog who would not even look at his guardian. And my gosh, he was 8 years old, and 4 weeks of this training, and what did he choose to do? Be with his guardian versus ignore her. So, and here's our guy Cody. He just came in. Look how closely he looks to Gibson.
And he's 15 now, right, Cody?
15. Yes. 15.
And he still loves a treat. Lisa, thank you so much for sharing your Friday mornings with us. We appreciate it each and every week.
Thank you. Great being here. Have a great day.
Thanks. You too. You're going to have lots of fun. You can learn more about how they can help you at Cold Nose College. Their phone number is 828-644-9148. Online, it's coldnosecollege.com. And just like Ashlyn's benefiting from a long distance, Lisa and Brad are happy to help you no matter where you're living to make your dog truly your best friend. We're back after this.